Hey Alice, it's been quite some time. How have you been? I can't believe it's been 7 years already. I can't tell if time goes by quickly or slowly.
Who is this?
It's me, John. Maybe you couldn't recognize me because of my new ID.
Who?
It's John, you know, your ex-boyfriend? Or maybe I should have said, it's John, the love of your life.
Give me a break. I don't have time for this.
Oh, come on. Don't be so mean.
What do you want?
I thought maybe you wanted to be my girlfriend again.
Excuse me?
It's a great offer, right?
How?
Huh?
7 years ago, when I was 26, you dumped me for an 18-year-old new graduate, telling me that I was getting too old and it was freaking you out.
Well, you know I was still young back then.
Yeah, says the guy 5 years older than me.
Men and women have different perspectives concerning age. Men in their mid-20s are in their prime of manhood, whereas women in their mid-20s are kinda overwhelming.
Then why do you want to get back with me now? Just a reminder that I happen to be 33 now. Don't tell me you're thinking time has somehow stopped and I'm still the same 26-year-old or something.
Of course not. You really like to make jokes, don't you? Ah, reminds me of the old days.
Are you done now?
Huh?
I have no interest in getting back with you. So everything's clear now, right?
Hold on a second. It's been so long. There's so much we have to catch up on.
There's literally nothing I want to share with you.
Oh, come on. Why can't we just look back at the good times, you know?
What if I said that I don't want to?
You're so cold, Alice. Although, that is one of the reasons why I find you so attractive.
You're a creep.
Anyway, I heard that you got transferred to a different branch after we split up. You're transferred to the New York branch, right?
Yes, and
I just wanted to tell you that I also moved to New York right after we broke up. You know, with that girl.
yes, I already knew that.
Oh, you did?
Why wouldn't I? Having literally worked in the same building, on the same floor, that girl you dumped me over, her name was Rose, right? I remember that day when you both resigned on the same day, telling your boss that you'll be moving to New York together to build a love nest there, was it?
Aw. Did we look that happy together?
It was honestly embarrassing to watch.
Jealous, were you? I'm so sorry to hear about that. But I have to admit, that's kinda cute, you being jealous.
Seriously?
You just couldn't get me out of your mind even after all these years, could you?
I was just appalled at your behavior, really, with how you just skipped out like a child right after turning in your resignation form.
Oh, come on. I was young back then.
You were 31.
Anyway, it's all in the past now. I've become a whole different person, so you don't have to worry about anything.
I couldn't care less about how you're doing right now.
Oh, you don't have to be shy, even though it's cute when you get shy and kinda try to toughen up, you know?
Can you get to your point now?
What?
Why did you message me?
What do you mean?
It's been more than 7 years since we broke up. You were the one who dumped me back then, telling me I was getting too old for you. And now, you just reappear out from nowhere and ask me to get back with you. I'm 33 now. Nothing makes sense here.
I'm just tired of young girls now. You know what I mean? We don't share any interests. And we have completely different perspectives with everything and don't share the same sense of money either. And last, but not least, she cheated on me.
Poor you.
Rose told me she prefers men around the same age as her. Apparently, old men like me can't satisfy her as well in bed.
Rose is 25 now, right? And you're 38. I guess the age difference really hit her hard, especially with the physical aspects.
So yeah, I know it sounds kind of pathetic, but we recently just broke up.
Right.
So I thought I might as well use this opportunity to get back with you. you know? I mean, we're both in our 30s, and we don't have that big of an age difference. Anyway, you're already 33 and past your prime. That makes you quite nervous, doesn't it? So don't you think it's about time that you thought about getting married too?
So that's why you suddenly messaged me telling me to get back with you?
This must be the best offer you've ever had, right? Okay, so everything's sorted out now. You can give me your address so I can head there straight away.
Why?
Because we're going to start living together from today.
I'm already married.
Alice, you don't have to hold back your feelings. I know you're happy to hear from me.
I really am not, actually.
You don't have to be shy. Just accept everything. I know that it must have been hard for you to have kept waiting for me to come back for the past 7 years. But I can make you forget all the loneliness in you and make you feel much better in just one night.
You are such a creep.
Oh, come on. Seriously? Just be true to yourself, Alice. Tell me everything you've been wanting to share with me for all these years. Everything you've kept within your heart. Just let it all out.
God, you're such a freak.
What? Alice, is it that hard for you to be true to your own feelings?
Oh no, I am. I'm being honest here, but you keep interpreting everything I say differently.
That can't be true. I'm willing to be with you, even though you're now just an old woman. You don't want to die alone, do you?
That's none of your concern.
It is my concern, that's why I'm suggesting we get back together. So, just say yes, okay?
Did you not read the part where I told you I was married?
What? What kind of guy would be willing to marry a 33-year-old woman?
It's been 7 years. I've moved on. It's not uncommon these days for women to get married in their 30s.
But that doesn't apply to you. You wanted me, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
Did someone tell you that? That I've been waiting for you this whole time after we broke up?
What?
I'm asking you, where did all that information come from?
Well, we have a strong connection, so there's no need to ask anybody about it.
A strong connection? I'm telling you, that's been long gone ever since the day we broke up.
Oh, please.
I'm gonna tell you one more time, okay? I'm married.
It's no time to make jokes, Alice.
I have 3 kids.
What? You have kids?
So now you're surprised.
Why would you do that? You had kids with another guy even though you love me? That's insane. I know you were scared of getting old, but you didn't have to lie to your heart.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't have feelings for you anymore.
What?
You're just somebody that I used to know.
That can't be.
I wouldn't even consider getting back with you, even if we were the only 2 people left on the planet.
Wait,
You really ought to get your brain checked, you know.
how could this happen? I don't have anywhere to live.
What do you mean?
Ever since I quit my previous job and came to New York, I've been having a hard time trying to find a new one. But for Rose, it took her only 1 month to get a new job, and everything was going great for her. It may be because she's so young, but she really didn't find it hard to adapt herself in the new city life, you know? And I started to feel kind of left out. I felt ashamed, insecure, and didn't want to leave the house anymore.
So, technically, you've been a bum this whole time. You shut yourself in the house while you just watched Rose work all day. So eventually, she broke up with you and kicked you out.
I wouldn't phrase it like that, but
Then, how else am I supposed to phrase it? You are a bum.
don't call me that.
I bet you didn't even try getting a new job or supporting Rose in any way. So she probably couldn't see a future with you and didn't think you were the right man for her. Therefore, she dumped you. Makes perfect sense to me. I shouldn't be the one saying this, but I'm surprised that she was able to cope with you for 7 years.
But,
You know that you're almost 40, right?
huh?
You're an unemployed 38-year-old man who's not even trying to search for a new job. That's pretty embarrassing. Or is there any special reason why you can't search for a job?
Well, not really, but
If there's no way out, why don't you just go back to your parents' house for now?
I haven't contacted them ever since I left my previous job to go to New York. They really didn't like that idea back then.
Then why don't you just find a new job in New York then?
But it's been so long. I don't know what kind of job I'm capable of.
You're 30. 8 for heaven's sake, grow up.
But I still don't have anywhere to live right now. Oh, do you think you can let me stay at your house for the meantime?
Are you insane?
I know your husband might not be fond of the idea, but I promise I won't bother anyone. Can you give me your address?
Why would I let you stay with us?
Huh?
Not in a million years that's gonna happen.
But
Anyway, I don't live in New York anymore.
what? Why?
I moved to my husband's hometown when we got married.
You gotta be kidding me. What am I supposed to do from here?
It was ridiculous of you to ask your ex-girlfriend for help in the first place. If you have the time to complain, go to the Public Employment Security Office. Even when John and I were still dating 7 years ago, I remember there were certain moments where he would shock me with his ridiculous behavior. But it's fascinating even after all these years. He hadn't changed one bit. If not, he's got even worse. Apparently after that, he contacted his parents, and it seemed that he had mentioned my name to them, and soon after, his mother had called my parents begging them that if I still cared for him, I should be willing to help him out with his situation. I had told everything about John to my parents back in the day, and so my father just simply told her to advise John to grow up and to cut the nonsense. A few days later, my parents received an apology call from her. John went back to his hometown and had to live with his uncle, who used to be a gym teacher. His uncle insisted that John needed a big attitude adjustment. Apparently, he now works part-time that involves a lot of physical labor under the supervision of his uncle,